It's the reason they pulled him out of the race, because you were destroying him in the race. They pulled him out because he wasn't mentally competent. He's still not mentally competent, but Kamala Harris has not invoked the 25th Amendment. Does she have a responsibility to invoke the 25th Amendment and oust him from office and actually take responsibility for the administration at this point?
Actually, now that you're mentioning it, I think they should do a double 25th Amendment. Just get them both out. Who's third online? Because it's just terrible. This is
the Speaker, Mike Johnson.
The worst administration, right? No, this has got to be the worst administration ever. They both don't know what the hell they're doing.
That was awesome. My favorite part was Ben's awkward laugh. Speaker of the House, you know that's the third in line, right? Mike Johnson, Mike Johnson, right? You know that, right?
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah, because he was like laughing, and the topic was that Biden was not mentally competent enough to be president.
Right.
And so he asked me, he said, maybe we should do a double 25th. Not a thing that exists. Who would be third? Nobody knows who'd be third. No, brother, everybody knows the Speaker of the House. Now, maybe a plumber doesn't know because it's not his job. But if you're in politics and you were previously president, by the way, if anyone should have looked at the 25th Amendment and understand how it works, it should have been you, brother. Okay, they literally, his own cabinet discussed using the 25th Amendment at the end of his presidency. And the knucklehead didn't even look it up. And he has forget the 25th Amendment, you don't know the Speaker of the House is third in line. Hugely embarrassing, right? And so, all right, but this is Donald Trump. That's why we play Trump brackets. We're in the Elite Eight now. Worst things that he's ever said or done. But in this case, it would be the egregious 8. So this is almost over now. We're in the finalists here, so let's get to our brackets. 5th seed, moved US Embassy in Israel because a donor asked him to. That's only a 5th seed, but it did make the egregious 8. That is terrible. Called for the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles in the Constitution. That's a 1 seed. I mean, how do you decide between these? Vote at TrumpBrackets.com. We'll have the link down below. Next one, 2 seed, refused to call supporters from the attack on the Capitol and Congress and the VP. It's awful. Versus a 5 seed again. Said there was very fine people on both sides about neo-Nazis. We play that clip every time. In case you haven't seen it or you don't believe it, here you go.
You had some very bad people in that group, but you also had people that were very fine people on both sides. You had people in that group, excuse me, I saw the same pictures as you did.
So, as we've explained, he later said, I'm against the neo-Nazis, but then who were the good guys on that side? Why would you bother, after they chanted, the Jews will not replace us, why would you bother saying, well, there's some good people in there too? But to be fair to him, when he called Mexicans coming across the border criminals and rapists, he said, there might be good people too. Okay, so there might be good people among Mexicans, we're not sure, but there's certainly good people among people who love the Confederacy and slavery and were neo-Nazis. Okay, so you're gonna decide this at TrumpBrackets.com. These are now too hard to decide. I mean, termination of the Constitution, he literally said.
Number one, to me, that's number one. I love this country, yes, it's flawed, but I love what this country is meant to be. I love our Constitution. To me, that is non-negotiable. So that's number one for me.
So again, part of the reason we play Trump brackets and we want you to share it with your friends and family, et cetera, is because, come on, Kamala Harris should be making a positive case for herself and for the Democratic Party and for the American people about what she's going to do to deliver for you. And that's how she can win an election. But so many people have forgotten all of the things that Donald Trump has done. There's a focus on a few things, but the fact that not every person in the country knows that he called for the termination of the Constitution is outrageous. Everyone should know that. He can't argue it because he wrote it down. There's no, oh, but golly gee, there was context where he was kidding or trolling. No, he definitely said terminate the Constitution when he lost. So TrumpBrackets.com, play along right now. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.